Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Idea Studio live stream. Hanging in the studio. I'm Dana.
I'm Jib.
And we're just hanging out today, talking about projects that we have going on, things that we're working on. I know a lot of you guys saw that we didn't post a couple videos for a few days, and essentially just hanging out. We got some other stuff going on, so we had to deal with that. But there'll be a video up tonight, and we should be going strong daily after that. So how's everyone doing out there today? I see Emazaki and Bodo already in the comments, of course. He's saying that the keyword discussion is about pre-existing conditions. Who's pre-existing conditions?
What's that mean?
I don't have any. Oh, baldness, maybe. Is that a pre-existing condition for something? Dave, what's going on, man? How's the house coming? I haven't seen, I don't think I saw an update video last couple of days. Dave's building his house up in Surin. Been doing a great video series on actually putting it together, breaking down the cost of everything. They've got he's putting a wall up. They've got like a modular wall system. They like slide them in place. So they put this instead of like pouring a concrete wall. Yeah, it's really cool.
Quick.
Quicker, cheaper probably than pouring a concrete wall, I would imagine, and easier to repair. Oh, he's gonna post one today. Good.
Okay.
Nice.
Where's Joe?
Yeah, no Joe yet. No, he might still be sleeping. He's all messed up from his accident.
Oh dear.
So yeah, Patrick, what's going on, man? Watching us on the 70-inch screen. Your head is 70-inch screen. You might actually have a real size. Like that might be actual size of my head. My head is enormous.
You watch on 70 inches, really? What size of the screen?
Your screen 34 ultra wide.
So is that like double of this?
Double, maybe a little bit more than double because this is ultra wide and shorter. So it's probably 2.5 and 2. Okay,
Patrick, can you see my wrinkle?
If you had wrinkles, Jib, which you do not. Jib makes a. You guys might not know. Jib makes a point like she will not make expressions with her face because she's afraid of having wrinkles. And
no, Ty don't do it. The way we talk, we don't use.
If I use my face to like make like a Jib will like stop that.
So for Ty, we smile.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't get angry.
We squint like.
No, we don't.
That's why like Tommy Lee Jones looks like Tommy Lee Jones at his age.
Because he is Tommy Lee Jones.
He looks like a prune.
Yes.
So yeah, we got going on this week. So Jib has officially gone through her last day of school.
Yes.
So we got some shooting done at her last day of school. I'll be working on something about that, but we'll wait until she gets her certificate at the end of the month and graduates before
maybe it's
put that together.
postponed.
It might be postponed
to I don't know when.
Yeah, you guys know what you guys know what's going on in Bangkok, right? We've got the third spike, if you will, due to some super spreader events, and definitely not good.
Yes.
599 new yesterday.
559.
559.
Yes.
559 new
and like
cases yesterday. British strain.
They say UK, not British. UK. That says they confirm it's from Cambodia.
No wrinkles spotted. All clear.
Thank you.
Dorman wants some New York style pizza down from Bangkok. You don't have any in. There's no good pizza down in Phuket, Dorman. Todd.
I believe lots of Western restaurant and Italian restaurant there.
Yeah, we didn't see any New York pizza.
I don't know. What's a New York pizza?
It's like
bigger, I don't know. Pizza is pizza.
Bigger than an Italian pizza with a slightly thicker crust, and you can eat it like usually in New York, right? They sell it
that
by
like
the slice.
The one in the Second City? It's a big one. Like you just get one and like fold it and
yeah.
Okay, that's big.
Yeah. No wrinkles spotted. All over Thailand. Yeah, bars are closed. I talked to David Asavana yesterday. His restaurant's still open. He said restaurants are good, bars are not.
Because his restaurant is like restaurant that sell maybe alcohol.
Yeah, you can buy cans of Singha.
Yeah, just that. Like no sexy waitress there. no live music there, so fine. You can
Well, I mean,
open restaurant.
Om waits tables sometimes, so sexy waitress.
Well, she
And David-
dressed proper.
David waits tables. Come on, sexy waitress.
They-
Waiter.
they
Sexy
would-
waiter.
Wears pants.
Sweatpants and a t-shirt. White bearded Santa. My beard's not white yet. It's getting there, but
Some.
a little bit more than it was a year ago. That's for sure. Oh, Steve got his second vax. Nice. So you get your second vax today, which means you're all caught up on your vax.
Where is he?
He's in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, apparently in America, like you just show up at Walmart, or you make an appointment at Walmart or wherever.
Walmart.
Yeah, all these places are vaxing people because the
Okay.
government's saying because they can get it to mass amounts of people easily.
And after you get charged, then you go shopping.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice.
No New York style. I'd be surprised if there's no New York style.
Maybe
Yeah.
you ask on your Facebook, like for recommendation. Maybe
Yeah.
someone knows it.
Yeah, restaurants can serve, according to Rob. Patrick says, people take pizza seriously in America. Jib, Detroit style, Chicago deep dish. Yeah. No, there's definitely.
I don't know that.
Yeah, then there's in California, they have California style.
So if I go like some pizza shop in America and I ask, do you have a Hawaiian pizza with a pineapple on it? Will I get killed?
No, actually, it's pretty common thing in America. I think it's younger people who take offense to pineapple on pizza. Personally, I like it. I'm a pineapple fan. But yeah, I think that's true though. The New York style is very, very serious thing. I grew up in Rhode Island, where I think has the most underrated pizza in America. Like basically for me, anywhere between Boston and essentially New Jersey, maybe extending down to Philly, is you can get like above average pizza almost anywhere you stop in that little strip of country.
So
of the country.
how can you tell like how it's different? It's like it's dough with the sauce.
The dough is different, the thickness, the style it's cooked. So in New York alone, right, you can get New York style, which is the slice. You walk into the shop, it's a triangular slice of pizza. You can fold it, eat it on the go, paper plate, boom.
Okay, so it's
out
like
the door.
if you walk to like a new neighborhood, you just walk past a pizza shop and you just look at it and then you know what style is it.
Well, in New York, you'll know New York style, but then they also have
they don't sell other style
they
at
do.
all?
In New York, they'll also have like Sicilian style. They'll have the
It's like-
Nona pie.
So it's like for here in Bangkok, like we have many local restaurant that's like it's a southern food, it's a northern food.
Yeah, so
It look different. Even like they serve with rice, but the way it look, the ingredient, you will see it like okay, there's southern food for sure. You know.
So if you see
But pizza is pizza.
If you see Chicago style pizza, you'll know right away it's Chicago deep dish because it's like this thick.
So like like how
and the
I
sauce
tell
is on top.
like at this restaurant is a southern.
Yeah.
This is northern. This is Isan. So I know.
Yeah, you'll know by looking at it. Like
Okay.
okay, that's this. Is yeah. Yeah, all different. And like in Rhode Island, like you'll know they have grilled pizza, right? You'll see that. Yeah, like wood grilled pizza.
So you mean like the clay curve like
No, like cooked on a barbecue.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
I
all
don't
very
understand.
different. Yeah. Pizza's serious stuff in America.
Okay.
And then like Chicago has the deep dish. In Chicago, like if you go to Lumo Nati's in Chicago, they'll tell you it's an hour to make your pizza.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why it take so long?
Because it's so thick, it has to cook all the way through.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that thick is it lasagna?
It's as thick as lasagna, but more dough, more cheese, more meat.
Okay.
So Token's got his JJ vaccine on Tuesday. Nice.
So it's just one shot.
Vax is no cost. Finally, a good government benefit. Nice. Yeah, we're essentially the last group for vaccines in Thailand because of age.
Yes.
There's a Facebook page, Americans in Phuket. Nice. The mass vaccine site, I got it at doing 8K vaccines a day. Wow, 8K a day.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I saw someone said they're doing 1 million a day.
Huh.
Yeah, there's over 1 million a day, I
Where?
believe, in America.
It's like total number or
Yeah.
just one spot.
Yeah, Philly's more about the cheesesteak, but you can get good pizza in
Cheese steak.
Philly as well. I've had really good pizza in Philly, kind of like almost New York, but not really.
Okay.
I see Senior Frank real quick. I want to jump ahead. Chicago style pizza is not pizza.
What's that mean?
A lot of people feel this way because it's so thick.
Oh, okay.
It's a very different thing.
Too thick that looks like a cake, not a
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah, don't say pizza company. No, pizza. No, definitely not. So has any of you guys in the U.S. have you ever seen a pizza company in the U.S. Pizza Co? Because
I think it's Pizza Hut.
we have Pizza Hut in America. Here, there's Pizza Hut and Pizza Company.
Yeah, because they break up.
Oh, okay. Because I've never seen a pizza company in
No.
America.
So let's say, from what I remember,
million.
there is a Pizza Hut here.
Yeah.
Until like I don't know when, like kind of a contract gonna end, and like the Thai side doesn't want to renew it to pay like I don't know, pay 10, pay something. So
like the franchise
something.
Fee, yeah.
So they like break up and like have their own new brand. So it's a pizza company.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So it's like that. That's why we have like two names of like Pizza Hut and Pizza Company. So I don't know who run Pizza Hut now. But yeah.
Probably the same company that owns
Yum.
Yum. Yeah. Probably.
Maybe.
Does Bangkok have its own style of food? Definitely Central Thailand.
Central
has its own
Thai.
food,
I would say
food.
like a Central Thai, which is like if it's the original one, it's like the mild flavor, not too spicy. We come with like a little sweet and salty, but not too spicy.
Yeah.
And like the way we decorate it is kind of pretty.
And there's definitely a Bangkok style of pizza or a Thai.
What's that?
I won't say a Bangkok style pizza. It's a Thai style of pizza.
What is that?
It's very localized pizza where you guys put seafood on it and you have like a creamier type of sauce that you put on your pizza. You
mean the one that like next to drink shop?
No, we don't call that pizza. There's a place. There's a drink shop near us. You guys may have, if you on my Instagram at Dana Blue, and you'll see the Pornhub guy wearing the guy wearing the Pornhub shirt and his mom laughing in the background. So that's our favorite drink shop right near us. Right next to it is a little shop that sells, they call it pizza. It's essentially pita bread with seafood and creamy sauce on top. And they bake it in these little round metal ovens that spin.
It's
and
like hot air.
Yeah, the heating element is on top. And that's like, but no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like some of the restaurants that they'll make like a proper pizza.
Okay.
But then they put like seafood on top and like a creamier sauce.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very Thai, a localized Thai.
So you don't
version.
have like a seafood pizza in US?
They do, but not like that. Hey Hugh, what's going on, man? Oh, he's got a second Pfizer drive in a football stadium parking lot.
Oh.
They're averaging 10K a day there.
Wow.
And back to Senior Frank with his Chicago. So Frank, is there a Texas style of pizza that I am unaware of? Patrick, you could answer this too. You guys are both Texan. I'm curious to know about the Texas. If you guys just put brisket on pizza dough and call it pizza. Texas brisket. Texas barbecue. It's a serious deal. It's a serious thing. Dave's asking about, I guess at 64 he's talking about where does he rank in the
as he's not Thai citizen, maybe he has to wait until like
private,
like order enough for everyone.
So Dave, Jib and I are both in Social Security here, right? So like I pay into Social Security, which is
I don't think that's
public health care.
How Social Security, because for Thai, even you don't pay anything at all, like you're poor, you still get a vaccine by like your ID card.
I think that's covered under like the whole 30 baht thing, right?
Yes, because if you don't work, so you don't have Social Security, but you have the 30 baht thing to cover you, so you can go to any hospital, like hospital near you, and
but
you
I think
register.
That 30 baht system is still part of Social Security. It's just funded from everyone else.
I'm not sure. I didn't read it because I don't use it because I work.
So the token says, the pizza is a split from pizza. That's what Jib thinks. Yeah.
It's long ago. I don't know what year.
Up to 4 million a day vaccinated in the U.S. the last 4 weeks.
Yo, well, it's a big country, right?
Yeah. Fully open. Oh. A lot of my, what does he say? A lot of my relatives are in Connecticut, have excellent pizza. Yeah, so Connecticut actually has really good pizza. That's part of that. Like I said, Boston all the way to like Philly. Connecticut's right in there. You can get some good pizza. There's a place called Pepe's. They used to make a clam pizza, which I found to be a bit weird.
Like what Connecticut look? How it look?
Yeah.
I know the name from haunted movie.
Connecticut. Oh, Connecticut's it's between Rhode Island and New York. It's a very.
Is it nice, like quiet city or what?
It's a state. But
Okay,
yeah,
state.
It's nice. It's very quiet. Very. I think like one of the richest neighborhoods in America is in Connecticut, Greenwich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Never seen pizza company. CSL Bosho.
Where are you?
Yeah, where are you in the States, CSL? So I guess he's in America because he said he's never seen it.
Yeah, so it was like, I don't think Thai company will go to US.
Oh, you never Tiger Bomb.
No, I mean like
I
pizza, especially pizza. If it's Tiger Bomb, yes.
Yeah.
Or boxing shot, yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So yeah, no, definitely. I've had pizza company a few times. I find it pretty offensive from a pizza standpoint.
Why?
It's not very good. I mean, if you had like
don't compare with Pala.
No. But of course, Pala's the best. But if you had like a Domino's and a pizza company, I would pick Domino's.
Okay. Me too.
I think Domino's is consistently bad. So to me, this is the thing. Like Domino's is not great pizza, but it's consistent at what it is. Right. And I think and it's also like, you grew up in America. Domino's is like your de facto, like midnight, I need pizza. I'll call Domino's and get delivery type of thing.
Like you can order at midnight?
It depends on where you are, but in a city, most of the time Domino's are open like 24/7.
So why you eat at night? That's the question.
Because you're up late with friends.
Like midnight. Why you eat at midnight?
Well, for me, when I was a kid playing video games late, right? And you're like, oh,
you should like drink a glass of milk and go to bed.
No, you eat pizza and you play video games for 12 more hours.
No.
Pizza and pancakes are hard to come by in Thailand, next to the Bronx in Pattaya. So actually, pancakes. I don't know if you guys remember Eric, Minority Nomad, talked about getting pancakes at IHOP when it first opened, and it wasn't cooked all the way through.
I think we plan to go that. Right? You say like, okay, we should try it one time.
And it closed. I think they opened somewhere else. Yeah. Token says you're correct. Split up from Pizza Hut in the late 90s. Wow. Pizza in the Bay Area sucks. Literally Papa John's. You said that before. That's a horrible state to be in pizza-wise. There's one that Zimmerman guy spit out the local pizza. Oh, Zimmerman guy. You talking about in Zimmerman guy? You talking in Chiang Mai? But I tried Cambodia and didn't find like nothing like pizza. Only found I don't think pizza companies anything like Pizza Hut. It's just they split and it became their own thing. There's no Texas pizza, but there are a lot of good places that are boutique or fancy style in Austin. Yeah, Austin would definitely have more boutique pizza, right? Kansas City too, supposedly big on barbecue, but I found Houston's barbecue better. Oh, wow, Kansas City. You're from Kansas City, or not from, but you lived there for a long time, right, Todd? Steve tried Biblos, West Glen, awesome New York style, best of the Bay type awards every year. Okay, Biblos and Willow Glen. We're getting like some San Francisco Bay Area pizza stuff thrown around. Hugh asks, does BKK have pizza in the Yeah, actually, inside terminal. Inside terminal 21.
It's like a cone.
Yeah, it's like
not
a cup,
it's a cone.
Yeah. They have it's like a pre-cooked dough shaped like a ice cream cone.
Yes.
And then they put everything
like
inside
cheese
of
and
it,
sauce and the topping in it. I think I tried it once.
Yeah, you tried it once. You're like, this is not good. Yeah, because it was expensive. It was like 100 baht.
Something, like because it's in like terminal.
Yeah. He says my wife uses 30 baht plan. Oh, so she's on the 30 baht. for health insurance. We even when Jib quit her job, she kept paying into Social Security.
Yeah.
It was what, $750 to pay?
No, it's like a 400 something baht, like 435, I guess.
From what I was reading, even me as a foreigner, if I were to not work, I could continue to pay myself.
I think because you like get a job for more than a year.
Yeah, more than a year.
I think when you pass that point, you can keep it.
Yeah, you just keep paying for yourself forever.
Yeah. So I think the benefit of a Social Security is like if you move or like you can change hospital if they have like a space for you.
Yeah.
So you just like, okay, this year we want to change to wherever. It's easier.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that you can stay in is pretty cool. So, guys, talking about San Francisco pizza. I don't remember the name of this. I apologize. But there's a restaurant in San Francisco. I think it's called Burmese Star. I ate there last time I was in California with Adobe. And my friend took me to a pizza place on the same street as Burmese Star. Like, maybe less than 500 meters away, because I remember walking past it because we had eaten there a few days prior, and they had really, really good pizza. I apologize. I just cannot remember the name. It was like 8 years ago or something, 6 years ago.
So when you say really, really good pizza, it's like thin dough, ketchup,
it was close to
garlic, no cheese.
No, it was like a New York style pizza. And they had slices and everything. It was really good.
What do you mean no cheese?
Because it was California, they had a vegan cheese pizza.
Okay.
So yeah, so I grew up in Rhode Island, and Jib gives me a hard time about this. There's a famous type of pizza in Rhode Island called pizza strips. I'm actually gonna pull it up here, guys, and it's just pizza with red sauce, and it's
ketchup
and red pizza sauce, not ketchup.
It's red, and the sauce made from tomato. That's ketchup.
But not ketchup. Yeah, I'll open up an image here. I want you guys to see. So this is actually the type of pizza I grew up eating.
No cheese,
No cheese on it at all. So I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, here it is. So this is Rhode Island pizza strips. So this is actually what I grew up eating. And so like I don't mind pizza without cheese on it. You can see like some of them will put like a little bit of cheese, but really the traditional one is like this here, where it's just red sauce on dough, and it's really good. But this in Rhode Island, this is like a very standard type of pizza. Like this would be quite common here. Babe.
No.
Yeah, I mean it's a very uniquely Rhode Island thing. That's it.
Well, I know it's pizza if I walk past it and like, oh.
Actually, this would be I like with the crust, the really dark crust. You can see they put Parmesan on it here.
Is that?
And a lot of places will sprinkle Parmesan on it for you if you ask. Well,
okay.
To me, just like the classic is like here. This is, I could get like 3 of these for lunch and be good to go.
No.
So, good stuff. Where was so your Texas pizza is just a knockoff of New York, all about the barbecue. There are 3 barbecue places 5 minutes from my house. I live in there. That's like kept finding it. That's like so in Texas, barbecue is like samtam in Thailand, right? We can literally on most nights samtam from 4 or 5 places within a 5-minute walk, right? So that's like barbecue in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we walk all the way to that 7-Eleven, there's like 2 samtam shops there. In the parking lot of the new 7-Eleven near the Gold Shop. My favorite was a Boston style place in Campbell, but COVID that sucks.
Oh.
So we used to have a place when I lived in Boston. There was a pizza place called Little Stevie's. It was like $1.50. You could get a slice of pizza that was like this big. It was huge.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, it was really cheap. I mean, you got what you paid for, and they only made cheese. And then if you wanted any other topping, they would just throw it on the grill, heat it up, and throw it on your slice. So 9 times out of 10, you just end up with like a pile of topping in the middle of your pizza slice. Pretty. It was a cool place though. It was, again, I used to eat there all the time when I was in college because you could buy one slice for like $1.50, so it was a good deal.
Okay, now I know
Pizza
how
company
can you gain your weight.
Little Caesars is better. You know what? I don't disagree with you, Dorman. Little Caesars in their $5, or at least they used to be $5 for a pizza. You know, pretty good. And one of the things that I remember about Little Caesars, they used to use Munster cheese and Munster and cheddar blended into their cheese blend, so it gave it a very distinctive taste. And I always thought that was really smart on their part. Little League snack bar pizza is 10 times better than Domino's or Little Caesars. Do you guys remember in elementary school, did you get the square puck of pizza? Like classic elementary school pizza. It was like
School here don't serve pizza.
Elio's pizza, microwave pizza. Going to the house. Have a great day. Hey, have a good day, Dave. I look forward to seeing the house video later. Jib, because you're in college and you're high as hell and you get the munchies. I think he's talking about midnight pizza. Yeah, that's basically it. Actually, when I lived in Boston too, in college, there's a place called Pizza Ring that? They had a box called the Double Decker. It was like $15, and it was like 2 pizzas in the box. Like they had a special separator. Okay, it was like the best deal, and they delivered. And before New Jersey, I lived 50 miles north.
So like for college student, I think they just cook a cup noodle in the dorm.
Yeah, well, we did that too. Like that's when you were too poor to be able to afford a slice of $1.50 pizza. It was a cup of noodles, what we call top ramen in America. Yeah, definitely not ketchup. You don't put ketchup on pizza. And actually, Jim and I were at Pala one time, and some guy was eating. It was when the restaurant was closed. You could eat outside though. And this guy was eating pizza, and he went up to the window and asked for ketchup. And this is how you know Pala is one of the best places. The girl's just like, me, don't have no ketchup here. So like they don't even give you the option. You cannot put ketchup on their pizza. Isn't the Rhode Island style pizza close to Sicilian? Yeah, it's very close to Sicilian token, where it's that thick crust, except there's no cheese under. Sicilian style, they put cheese on the bread and then bake it in, then put the sauce on. Rhode Island style, there's no cheese. It's just sauce. Watch Rob before you went live. He was at the Bronx and gave him a cheese slice, and he looked like New York City style. When he got the slice, he folded it like one. Yeah, you got to fold it, right? If it's a New York style, the fold is a must. In Philly, they call that tomato pie. Okay. Yeah, actually, I had tomato pie in Philly, so yeah, similar. What? Nobody in Rhode Island ever heard of government surplus cheese.
What's that?
It's like cheap cheese. He's talking because we don't have cheese on the pizza.
Oh, okay.
It's just I don't know. There are a lot of Italian Americans in Rhode Island, so this style comes from somewhere. It's just super popular. Pretty much any Italian bakery in Rhode Island will also sell this type of pizza. The Bronx in Pattaya. Yeah, Pattaya. Nice. Pattaya is going to be completely shut down now. Right?
It's quiet, as my friend told me. She has a condo there. So like she said, like many restaurants have to close because no tourists. They cannot sell.
Hey, Wanders, what's going on? How's Alaska? You guys, so are you far enough north, Wanders? Are you guys far enough north where you get sun all year and then dark all year where you're at, or is that further north than where you are? Where it's like for 24 hours just sun, or 24 hours or 23 hours of sun.
So maybe that's good for you because you don't sleep, you just work.
Some people have a hard time with it because they can't fall asleep. One of my friends lived in Alaska for like 4 years. And he said that was tough for him when that would happen.
Just close the curtain.
No, like every little, you got to block out your curtains completely. He ended up building a box to put over his window.
The iPad.
Yeah. Some people have a hard time with it.
Imagine how much vitamin D
The
you
Bronx.
get.
A lot of vitamin D.
Yeah.
There's a Thai restaurant by the temple near my house. I need to try sometime in Gangpet Guy.
อ๋อแกงเผ็ดไก่
Sometime
you
is
order เผ็ดๆนะ
yeah. Yeah.
Pet.
Well, in America, they might be like, okay, yeah, just like 2 chilies. Yeah, well, I guess if you said pet and they're Thai, they would hook it up. I've only heard about in the army, if it's cheeseburger pizza, you can put ketchup on it. That's allowed. Cheeseburger pizza, you can have little dollops of ketchup, but still has to have tomato sauce. There used to be a place in Rhode Island, in Providence, that did.
What is cheeseburger pizza?
It's like little pieces of hamburger, like meatballs almost, and they'll have
Okay.
cheese on top of that.
Oh.
Yeah. And usually there'll be like pickles on the pizza or something weird. So, it's starting now in Alaska. They don't get dark until 10 p.m.
Wow. So imagine how long I can do embroidery.
Right?
Don't have to turn on the lamp.
You'd be wired all the.
Just sit in front of the house like, oh,
I
embroidery
imagine
all
for
day.
most of the day, it's like high noon too. The sun must be pretty high in the sky.
Is it hot there?
No, well, I mean hot for Alaska maybe.
And like what temp?
Like 15.
Is that cold?
I remember the first time I went to our factory in
ฉะเชิงเซา
Chung Sao.
ฉะเชิงเซา
We had a pizza party and I couldn't figure out why they gave us ketchup. I was
Yes.
disgusted when with the Thai, right? Yeah, you see Thai people start squirting ketchup
Yeah.
on pizza.
You should
just wanna
see
start
some
slapping them.
Thai put chili powder on pizza too.
Oh, chili flake is okay. But
But
yeah,
it's not oregano. It's like
no, but like
it's
you
a
can put like the
Thai-
thick chili flake, but not Thai chili powder.
it's Thai chili powder.
Yeah.
They get it extra from somewhere else and put it on.
Yeah. But we have some legit Thai food here in Austin. Well, legit except for the price, right? Only $20 pad Thai. I saw a video. I think it might have been on Great Big Story, which is they've gone out of business as a media company. But there was a Thai woman who lived in Texas. It might have been Austin, Frank. And she and her husband opened a food truck where she was like making traditional Thai food. And like she was talking about like, oh, like it's tough. Like some people don't like fish sauce, but you just have to stick to the recipe and they learn to like it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's good way.
as
Like
opposed to making pad Thai with soy sauce. Jib and her friends get so heated about like all of these American videos about like this is like
so
the ultimate pad Thai.
it might be the same thing. You said pizza here is not pizza.
Yeah.
Like when you cook pad Thai there, it's not
Yeah.
pad Thai also. Is it fair?
25 degrees Fahrenheit today.
Ooh. No, it's Fahrenheit.
Minus
It's not
2,
degrees C.
minus 2 or 3.
I thought it's 25 C. It's like, okay, I can survive that, but it's that F, not C.
Yeah. So it's below 0.
No.
Well, that's great. 25 C and then sunny all day. That's gonna be. I remember in Cleveland. I remember it being like below freezing, but still sunny out. In Rhode Island too, in the wintertime. So that's like always a weird feeling. But when it's so sunny, it's gonna be even like stranger. Not strange, but a unique feeling for your body. It'd be like out in the sun. You know, you feel the warm sun, and then it's cool. It's very cold.
Well, you still have to wear like overcoat, right?
Yeah. There used to be a Thai lady and Farang husband who had a Thai food truck at the crossroads between Anchorage, Fairbanks, and Valdez. Oh, that's kind of cool. Out in Alaska, Thai food truck. That'd be wild. That'd be awesome. I bet it was good.
Should I go to cooking school?
You want to go back to cooking program after you did a year, wake up at 5 every day for another year?
Cooking program has to wake up earlier.
Yeah. So I just, like I said, I'm working on a video about Jib spent the last year in this academy, Royal Academy.
Last day, not last year.
No, but you've spent the last year is what we'll talk about in the video.
Okay.
Just highlighting your last day.
Okay.
It's like really a year of sacrifice to learn this craft. And, it's just scratching the surface.
I just like, I want to know how I feel after like I have to do like embroidery every day for a year. It's like, so I do craft. We do craft, but it's like, okay, today I want to knit. I knit.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I can say, okay, I
Yeah,
don't want to knit
so,
today.
yeah.
I do sewing.
Mm.
I do,
And now
crochet, something else.
bloody fingers every day
just
for a year.
Like just change whatever I want today.
Ooh.
But for school, it's like every day you embroider
Yeah.
that. So, well, I can do it.
Yeah, but hard.
But some days a good day, some days not a good day.
Sit
Have
on
to
the floor all
redo.
day. So Travis, it's 6:30, dark at 6:30. Ooh,
Huh?
they're in autumn and day. Oh, you have daylight savings in New Zealand? I thought that was just an American thing. What? How many time zones in New Zealand? Do you guys really need daylight savings? Oh, man.
Huh?
Samtam and Pakaprao.
What?
$9.95 each.
Whoa.
300 baht.
No, don't eat it there. Just eat American food and then you come to eat Thai food here. Aye.
John Paul, loving the channel. Can you tell us about your setup budget? You all are living the life most of the viewers want. Reward is the risk. Well done. Setup budget. So like the budget to set up our studio here, John, or just like our, like you talking about like monthly budget to live in Thailand, or the podcast setup budget? Which one? I love this profile pic, by the way, also, John Paul. The cat with the goggles. That's amazing. Oh, so Senior Frank knows the spot I'm talking about. The food truck with the Thai wife.
Oh.
So that is in Austin, Frank? Summertime in New Jersey doesn't get fully dark until 8:39. Yeah, same in Rhode Island, Cleveland. They're quite popular. Yeah, I think it was a great big story. It was like Thai wife, and like she awesome cook. Like, but she was like, you could tell she was putting in like the real work in the kitchen there. Like real Thai style. There was fish sauce. Pretty sure I saw plara.
Oh, good stuff.
When we get the most light, it doesn't get dark. It just dims for about 45 minutes on the North Slope. It goes for months without darkness.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, CSL Bush was asking Wonders where you at. You probably already answered. Stock to your funds about fish sauce. Authenticity is always there. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, yeah, like I said, the Thai food, when I first came to Thailand, you realize how misled you are about Thai food in the US for the most part. Just because like the flavors are nowhere. And I think most Americans won't eat like traditional Thai food. Most Americans. Like
Why won't eat?
When I lived in, I would say like when I lived in Rhode Island, it'd probably be more common for someone to try it. When I lived in Ohio, in middle America, when I lived in Kansas, or when I was in Wisconsin for grad school, unlikely outside of the big cities.
Like General Tso chicken is not Thai food.
Oh, Frank, we ordered from is it called Lazy Panda?
Something Panda.
We ordered American Chinese food from Lazy Panda, and Jib got to try
chicken.
The General Tso's chicken. What'd you think,
good.
babe? Yeah,
it's good.
Sweet, right?
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. But they had like that very cornstarchy sauce. It was like unique.
Alright.
Wanders in Alaska, they have a lot of Asians that live here and enjoy it better than their temps at home. Wow. His spouse is Lao and they love the Nice. Lao can get pretty cool, can it? I mean, no, maybe not.
Huh?
Maybe I'm thinking of Myanmar where it gets cold up north.
I think Lao, maybe they have like a colder than here because I think their like nature is so good.
Yeah.
Not like here in Thailand, everyone just like cut the trees and like
true.
grow corn.
Yeah, it's mostly agricultural. It's a Thai food truck. This is the one in Alaska. They just ended up staying there. A couple of great spots in Fairbanks. Nice. Wanderer says, they live in Mantasuka Sucinta. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, Wanderers.
I don't.
Just outside of Anchorage, 39 miles. Just outside, 39 miles.
Sounds far.
I get in America, especially Alaska is so big, right? 39 miles is nothing.
Really?
Yeah. live out in Glendale, Cooper River Basin. Alaska really is, it's still frontier country. About 3 hours out of Anchorage. So when global warming happens, Alaska will be like prime real estate. Like it'll be like the most desirable place in the world, probably.
Okay, should we move there?
Well, I mean, we're talking decades away, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm not planning to die soon.
me either. Tick can only take so many days in a row of Western food. She ends up eating salads for every meal if we don't squeeze in some Thai or Japanese.
Oh.
So I mean, obviously you said there's some good Thai spot. Other than that, it's expensive.
Did they bring her mama there?
Oh yeah, any mama noodles in the luggage as a quick holdover?
Or and like nam prik. Did she bring it?
How's the Japanese food in Laos? I imagine it's pretty good. They set up just a few miles away from where I'm staying now. Oh, nice, cool. I was in Glendale last year. It has grown. I mean, the fake Chinese food and Mexican food in America. Yeah, so yeah, Jim had fake American Chinese food. She loved it. Eating Thai food is the closest I'll be getting to Thailand for a while. Yeah. Hopefully 2022 things will. Oh God, I hope to say. I mean, I don't want to speculate, guys, because we don't know, what's going to happen. But I think 2021 seems like a wash at this point with this third wave if they don't get it under control.
Well, it might be under control soon because we passed it 2 times. But like think about
But I think because of what happened, like the way it happened, and now we're seeing how far it's spreading.
Yeah, I know, but like we passed a Samut Sakhon cluster one. That's one big.
Yeah.
And this time, I think we can take care of it. Maybe take a longer time, but it will go well.
I hope.
But like I think maybe this year they will open for tourists that already get a vaccine, like full dose of vaccine.
Yeah.
If you want to come, get vaccine and prepare for that.
Yeah, let's hope. Hopefully they do the vaccine passport. Travis has a good point. The whiter you are, the less likely you are to stray from meat and potatoes. Yeah, especially in America, the closer you get to the middle, is definitely meat and potatoes country. I actually remember when I didn't live in Omaha, but I was visiting Omaha. I went to a restaurant and literally on the menu they had meat and potatoes. It was just a dish.
Really?
Yeah.
How they cook it?
It was just a steak with a baked potato, but they called it meat and potatoes.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just say it was funny the way that it was on there. It was like
very straight, like meat and potato.
True, but Lotus Asylum in Las Vegas is a Michelin star place, nowhere near the Strip, impossible to get reservations. Really? Lotus Asylum? So it's like a legit Thai food place, Steve? In Vegas, and it's a Michelin star place. That's awesome.
Oh.
I have a thawing company, but due to warming, it retired. We make a snack rung, taro strips and whatnot. Oh yeah, taro strips, right?
What's that?
The taro strips, like the Thai taro strips.
Oh, it's a fish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, taro. Wow.
The local Thai temple on Sundays had a Thai restaurant owner set up. Oh, nice. Sell food to raise money for the temple. Local brick and mortar restaurants had it shut down because it was what? Nah, man, that's horrible. That's classic America, though, right? Me and the wife still on track for June. Both vaccinated. Nice. Are you guys all booked up, or? I mean, hopefully this current spike doesn't impact your travel plans, man. But do you guys have your ASQ booked and everything? If you're both vaxxed, spicy seaweed, things I don't know what they are, but they smell really bad.
That's mean it must taste very good.
So there's a snack they have in Thailand that I love. They're like little baked breadstick things called kakai.
Kakai.
And it's a chicken leg, right? And so chicken leg or chicken bone.
Chicken leg.
Yeah.
It's always like it's small.
Yeah.
Like.
And so it's like a little breadstick snack thing. the ones that are salty, I like. The sweet ones are a bit weird to me. The ones that are like sticky on the outside, kind of sweet. But I was telling my buddy Kendrick about it because he's engaged to a Thai girl. I was like, you joke with her and just tell her that I keep talking about how I love to eat guys' cock, and you're wondering what it is. It's something that you're not thinking of, Kendrick? Instead of cockeye. Jid does not find these funny at all.
No. No. Try to remember correct word.
Oh, so this is a Thai language thing that's funny. So I was talking with my Thai teacher, Bowie, the other day. I think I was telling you guys she has her new app, Thai D. And we were talking about how to order coffee because she put a video out. And she was talking about my wan, and she described it in her video as less sweet. And so we're having a conversation online, and I said, you can only call it, and let me, guys, tell me what you think of this. But because a lot of Thai people will say less sweet. They'll use that.
Nói.
Yes, but they'll say less sweet. But
so less sweet than their
the normal. But so for me though, if you don't have a point of reference, you can't call something less, right? And so this is what Bowie and I end up discussing. That you could they should refer to it as less sweet than normal.
I'm just thinking like when like I order less sweet for Phone because she doesn't like to drink sugar. Yeah. So it'd be like if it's a 4 spoon of sugar.
Yeah. So
it might be like 2.
So I ordered.
If you order for less sweet.
I ordered Cafe Americano Yen Maiwan at Amazon once, and I literally saw the girl put 4 spoonfuls of sugar in my Americano.
Is it syrup or sugar?
Sugar, like they have the spoonfuls of powder.
Yeah.
CSL Boshio says I'm on my way to Thailand in 2 weeks. Visa permitting. Nice.
Wow.
Do you have your ASQ booked and everything, Bosho? Like nice. You flying right into Bangkok? Are you gonna do ASQ somewhere else?
Stay in Bangkok or in like Pattaya?
Yeah, Pattaya has ASQ now as well.
Yeah.
10 cases in Phuket saying from the clubs not practicing the restrictions, so everyone has to pay. Yeah. You guys had that festival down in Phuket as well, Dorman, that I think is gonna potentially be another super spreader event. But all those people probably left and came back to Bangkok or other places. Well known, look them up. Oh, what was? Oh, the Thai restaurant in Vegas. I definitely will. Lotus of Siam. Oh, tourist visa, nice. So you got is it a 60-day tourist they're doing right now?
I think they do
plus
longer.
15.
I think they do longer. Like they want like long
stay. Yeah.
Because if you have to spend like 14, 15 days in quarantine and then what else?
Well, Dorman saying you can come visa exempt now. 45 days. Token says no hotel booked yet. We're still in the process of closing the house. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Completely done before. Yeah. Good idea, man. Yeah. Don't jump the gun on that. I was talking to my buddy last night. He's closing on his condo. And I was telling him like when my house closed, when I sold my Rhode Island house, they were trying to dick us around on the closing over like, they didn't like the vent that my heater had. And so they kept trying to like dick us around. And finally I was like, all right, I'll just wait for another offer, and they finally closed. But yeah, they can definitely go sideways. As far as time zone goes, in New Zealand they have 2. One is 45 minutes. That's interesting. Is it one time zone per island, Travis? Is that how you guys do it? Might be able to quarantine free in Phuket in July. For free in Phuket. Oh. Wow, nice. Is that the zone quarantine, Dorman? Or the area quarantine? Is that what they're calling it? Australia also has daylight. Okay, so it's more than America. I was ignorant to the fact. That's interesting to know. It says I wasn't sure if I could still get visa exemption, but have to have my TR visa approved, just waiting for it to be returned. Nice. Awesome, Bosho. Good for you, man. But if you want to travel more places, better off doing quarantine. Yeah. I have my ASQ booked for 7 days. Nice. Nice. Where are you doing it? Somewhere nice? Need to go to BKK for the house we're buying. Oh, so yeah, you're buying a place here, right? And then you said you also have another place outside Bangkok token. Am I remembering that right? Visa exemption is good according to that. All right, so TR is 60 days plus 7. So he's got 60 days plus his quarantine. That's awesome. So if you do, if you do the area, I think it's area quarantine, then you can't go anywhere else. STV is longer. Okay. STV has renewals on it. I think I think you can renew for multiple times. Visa last weekend, May, so I'm gonna check it out. And so only proposals still don't count out yet until it happens. The sandbox scheme. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Phuket really wants to travel back, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out for them.
I think they like kind of vaccine their Thais who live there, like try to get as much as possible before they take tours come back.
Make reservations. I was in Vegas last time for 4 nights, and wow, four nights, and they couldn't fit you in. Wow. Can't extend another 30 days on TR. Okay. This is a Luxor in Bangkok? When he says Luxor, I'm thinking of the Pyramid Hotel in Vegas.
Maybe it's the name of the hotel. I don't know that.
So one time zone for North and South Islands. 45-minute one is for an island just off the east coast of the South Island. Wow. 45 minutes, weird. Not weird, but different. And Myanmar is what, 30 minutes different than Bangkok? I always thought 30 minutes was a little different, but 45. I guess if it's all New Zealand, makes sense. If it's its own island too, makes sense. No, only in BKK and Lad Prao. Move her mom into Lad Prao's. So David has my friend David Asavana has a restaurant in Lad Prao now. It's really good. When you get out here, we can meet up over there if you want. Once you get settled in, well, Mama Steak Cafe. Yeah, they have a Australian ribeye that Jib likes. But yeah, the food there is really good. They do pizza. The pizza's good. It's not fantastic pizza, but it's good pizza. It's not horrible. But everything else, that fries, steak, everything was good. Pasta's really actually their pesto's out of this world. His wife makes the pesto herself, really good. Lad Prao is crazy traffic. That's the one downside of Lad Prao. Yeah.
Which part of Lad Prao,
60 plus 7, 30, I think. Okay. He used to be able to add 30 with a border run. There are no border runs now.
Shy.
They extended another 30 days to double check DC Embassy. Nice. Let's see how they're booked. Yes, I just it's an Egyptian time themed hotel in Bangkok. I was surprised. Yeah, it's cool though. I mean, I wonder if it's gonna be like the Luxor in what?
Google it. I want to see.
Luxor, Bangkok.
Yeah.
Let me move this here and pull the keyboard out. Let's pull it up. Jim wants to see it. Pull this photo up. Let's share the screen.
That's Pakret, Nonthaburi, not Bangkok, ja.
Jim said.
Nee, this one, Bangkok.
Oh, it just says Bangkok. It could still be Nonthaburi though.
Yeah, Nonthaburi is other province. It's next to Bangkok.
So here is this. This looks cool. This is Luxor Bangkok Hotel.
It's named Luxor Bangkok, but it's not in Bangkok, man.
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, the front looks gorgeous. If this is it, this looks beautiful. And obviously, they're not going to put a shitty photo on for PR, but with the fountain, the fountain,
7-day ASQ.
Wow, only 15,000 for 7-day ASQ, 15,500 baht. That's not bad. That's super affordable. Double room. This is cool style. It almost looks like it's in a village, like a Thai Muban. This is nice. Looks like a big room too. This must be a suite. You get Cleopatra with your room. I mean, it's super over the top Egyptian, but it looks fun. Yeah, see, this looks like a Thai Mubon, like a townhome Mubon, but it's probably just in Monterey. They get a lot of places built like this. Yeah, it looks like a fun spot, man. I'm not mad at it. Looks fun. What's going on with Dapper Villain? So right now, we're doing some gene development with a client. I'm gonna relaunch the Dapper Villain show probably in a few months. Start doing more interviews and pre-record. So I'm probably gonna switch it to a seasonal podcast, Patrick, and just like pre-record everything and let it run, and then just handle the promotion. But yeah, right now the focused on the denim design. We got 2 clients, one in Austin actually, and one in Colorado. So I'm doing the jackets for the Austin client, 2 denim jackets that are really unique they're based on vintage Levi's trucker jackets, but because they're a Texas company, they're a Texas shop, we put a real kind of Wrangler ranch spin on it. So it's got a very tapered body, very, very cool, lightweight denim for that Austin weather. And it's got a very interesting style with like the pockets integrated up into the flap bell and the chest. It's going to be a cool thing. And then we're doing the jeans with the Colorado company, which is a very modern take on a classic cut from like the 50s. So it's got a little bit of taper from the knee. It's got a slightly high waist, and I think it's going to be a very cool jean. It's going to do well in their capsule line. And then working on just some more bag stuff. Now that Jib's out of school as well, like she's got about 30 more days or 20 more days of working on just her final project. But I want to get some more bags dialed in. And when I do the video for the bag giveaway, the guys who wanted the 5,000 subscribers, you'll see what the next iteration of the Dapper Villains tote bag will be. It's going to be pretty wild. One tutorial, don't mind me carry on talking about Thai food. He can't get good Thai food in England.
Then you have to cook it.
Do you need can you get Thai snacks? One tutorial, are there any of like the Asian shops that carry Thai snacks in England? I'd be interested to see, because I remember in America there was an Asian shop and they had like a little section of snacks from like each Southeast Asian country.
So what would be like Thai snack there in US?
So you would
in
see
Asian
like
shop,
like Kakkai or like Thai flavor potato Lays, like the Lays that have like the barbecue flavor, stuff like that. Or they'll have the taro, the fish things, dried squid in the bag.
ปลาหมึกเต่าทอง
But it'd be crazy expensive, like $5 a bag.
Yo.
Yeah. So you have a web page address so I can send some wool for you from New Zealand. Yeah, so hit me up if you go to Travis, that'd be awesome. If you go to the About tab on the channel page from your desktop, it'll have my address. You can email me there and we can communicate about it. That'd be awesome, dude. There are actually no pyramids in Luxor, Egypt. Of course, right? But it's a cool name, Luxor, right? Cool name for a hotel. She'll be in Lot Prau, Wang Hin.
Wang Hin.
Wang Hin, not Wang.
No, Wang Hin. So remember their house, the
Mm.
townhouse that sell a studio one.
Yeah.
It's in Wang Hin.
Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, Travis, like I said, just hit me up on the email over on the address page. Actually, I'll say it's just danathabulk@gmail.com. So I don't type it in the comments because then people will I'll get crawled by a bot and they'll send it out. But yeah, danathabulk@gmail.com can definitely come and check it out and send me there and I'll hit you back with my mailing address. 555 named Bangkok. Classic. Oh, ha ha ha. Yeah.
But it's actually Nonthaburi is just next to Bangkok.
Yeah. Well, just like
It's not
Impact.
bad.
Impact is
Mt. Thani.
yeah.
Yeah, Pakret, Nonthaburi. So it's like it's just like province that next to Bangkok. It's not hard to come. Like it might be like many options for, you know, it might be the SkyTrain there, but have to find a station.
I think now they have, but yeah, just like Impact is like not in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Is Munbury?
Nonthaburi.
John Paul, thank you for the super chat, my man. Thank you.
Oh,
much appreciated. So he was asking about our setup budget, my setup budget to move over here. So yeah, I'll talk about that real quick. Actually, because I moved here, I just basically, when I moved over here, I was studying at university, so I didn't really have I sold everything in the U.S. and I moved over here with just a few bags, man. So it wasn't a huge setup cost for me, other than just moving over and then renting a place near the university, which was cheap when I was working on my PhD. I think I converted out a U.S. license, so converted my U.S. license. And then I ended up I bought a motorbike, a couple $1,000s. That's pretty much it. I think the only like real other expenses, because of the way I moved here and I just brought what I could carry, was like getting like pots and pans and stuff like that, which was probably like less than $200. But so it depends on like what you're looking for a setup. Let me know, like, when you move here, are you looking to like retire here? Are you looking to come here and like start a business? Because I can be like, especially I don't know much about retirement, but for like starting a business, I can get much more granular on like what that costs and what that looks like. Wonder Toast says it not posted for 2 days yet. Post tonight. Tonight will be another video, and then they'll be going forward daily after this. We had a bit of a hiccup, so, but yeah, we're good going forward. CSL Boat Show. I've been thinking about having some alterations done to an expensive camera bag. Is that something that could be done in Bangkok? What is it, leather or is it fabric, and does it have a lining? So the short answer is most likely, but it'll depend on the bag and the construction, because that will play into it. Hey, Stock, how's it going, man? Good morning. Dorman, I'm out of time. We go for a bike ride. Hey, have fun, Dorman. Good having you on the stream. Thank you. Oh, Nestor, what's up, man? Swaddy crop, Nestor. Jim's upset because Nestor's like her little brother, but he's like closer friends with me.
So when I just like send the contact, you okay, talk to Nesta, and then he just not talk to me.
Nesta's a great dude. So yeah, John. So cost to come over here, like I said, for me, because of the way I came, that I was studying, it ended up being pretty cheap. Now, if you're gonna move over here like permanently, and like say you want to set up a business, there's cost to that. If you're gonna move to Bangkok, oh, Nessa says add me on Facebook. Do you not have him on Facebook, Ben?
I think I have him. I need to unfriend him.
Unless you got a new account. But yeah, so this cost to like setting up a business and stuff like that. And this cost to, if you're gonna move here as well, John, there's definitely like the realty cost of like setting up a place and like finding a place that you want to live, just like there would be in the US. If you want to ship stuff over here, I've never shipped like a container to Thailand, but I know people who have. If you have, there's certain types of visas though, you do get an import exemption on.
I'm not sure have to pay tax or not.
No,
it's just stuff
depends on your visa. So I think retirement and B visas, you get an import exemption. and so you can ship over 1 container, tax free.
Okay.
So Hugh says hiccup with daily videos and some fall. Didn't fall into the clown, but there's just we'll get into it after Jib finishes school. But there was a hiccup with Jib and some stuff with their school, so it was like we had to like focus on like that situation real quick for a couple of days. But now that it was serious enough that it took all of our attention essentially for a few days. So now that that's kind of done with, we'll get into it more later. But once it's completely resolved, but now that that's done, I'm kind of back on track. I've got a couple in the bank, and I've actually started recording more like craft videos from home. So they'll start to be a lot more like I'm putting a video together now about how to fix a blowout in your pants with a home sewing machine. And I'll be doing a lot more mending videos. I think it's one of the things I'll focus on. Since sustainability is a big part of the core values of our studio, we'll focus on like how to make things sustainable, and I'll do the mending stuff. And Jib will be working nonstop on her masterpiece until Jib will start to make more videos once she hands that piece in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you see my fingers. It's all like hard skin.
Yeah, the calluses will start to go down. Oh, that is hard. Monitor lizard knocking on your foot door, on your front door. Hey, do you guys see the video of the monitor lizard in 7-Eleven? I'm sure everyone's seen it by now. Yeah, it's crawling up the wall in 7-Eleven. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta get the small keyboard from when we stream. It's gonna have. Oh yeah, 7-Eleven had that video. Yeah, I'll pull it up. Yeah, that's not uncommon to see a monitor lizard in 7-Eleven, actually.
It's not going 7-Eleven normally. It's just in the park.
Yeah, I mean.
That one. It's a Godzilla.
So there's a couple people on TikTok that remixed this, and it was hilarious. Like one, they were doing it like it was the. They were making it like it was a Godzilla take or something. So I'm going to take that comment down. If you guys haven't seen this, absolutely hilarious. But, not uncommon to see, like I've seen them walk into 7-Eleven before, and usually they just like push them out.
In my school, they're bigger than this.
Yeah. This video is longer than I thought. Minute 20. Oh, it's just a loop. I've never seen one climb anything in 7-Eleven. Actually, when I first started dating Jib was still a researcher at Mejidon. And I would go meet her, and we'd go out after she got out of work. And there was a coffee shop in front of her faculty or institute.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like they had an outdoor seating area on a little it's not a clong, what do you call that? It's like a little body of water, like
it's just like connect to other,
like a little holding area for water. And I knew that there were monitor lizards in this lake or little pond thing, and so I was, but like it was never really an issue. You'd see small ones walking around the footpath sometimes, like a 3 feet long and not fat. And so I'm sitting at the table one day, and they've got like the little plastic chairs outside, and I'm drinking like an Americano. I've got my iPad up on the table, and I'm just talking, and I see the couple like 2 tables away from me just looking at my table. I'm like, what's going on? And I look down, and there's a monitor lizard as big as the one on the screen, as big as the one in the 7-Eleven video, under the table with its head looking right up at me. I literally fall back on my chair. I kick the table. It flips over, and the monitor lizard just runs back into the water. I was like, oh my God. They're kind of laughing about it afterwards, but I'm like, but yeah, not fun. It's made out of what they call fiber-tech fabric. It's canvas. It has rubber lining, make it waterproof. You mostly want the main compartment size reduced. Okay, so this is not about that camera bag. Yeah, I mean, it should be doable. I mean, depends on how thick the canvas is. It hit me up when you get here. It might be something I can do in the studio because I have a walking foot industrial, and bags are what I do. But I don't think like going to a regular shop and probably going to like a soy shang wouldn't be able to do that.
Go to วงเวียนใหญ่ไหม
Yeah, like
That's like at that one for leather district. Like,
yeah. But I'm saying like
I don't know this type.
like a shang just like sitting on the soy, probably not with the foot machine wouldn't be able to do that. So because it's too thick. If it's rubberized on the inside, you'll need like
I don't know.
my
Maybe
industrial.
after 2 weeks,
Yeah,
we can go to วงเวียนใหญ่ and
Yeah,
take a look, walk
possibly.
around.
yeah. I'll take a look at that area after everything opens back up. But it might be something I can do in my studio as well. So let me know when you're here and we can definitely discuss. Thanks for reply. Have you heard of a channel, Bangkok Diaries Thailand channel? You both would be great guests on his live weekly stream. Ignore the caps. It's misclick. I'm like, have I Bangkok Diaries? I have not. So I'll check that out. Thanks, John Paul. Bangkok Diaries Thailand. I think my friend has. I'm friends with the guy. I think he has a page called Bangkok Diaries, but not Bangkok Diaries Thailand. Steve, that I love the retired working for you channel. Yeah, retired working for you. Chris is great. Actually, I might be doing something with Chris next week. Going out doing some herping with my buddy Rob, and we'll make a video.
Are you sure?
Herping is looking for things. Well, now with the situation, I don't know, but
No, to walk to the kind of abandoned area to get snake. It's not, you're not gonna get COVID, but you might get bite.
So no, what's funny is Rob was like, "Oh, there's cobras and pit vipers everywhere in Bangkok."
ใช่
And like I was talking to Chris about this. He's like, "Remember that night after the fights, we were walking around, and we ended up in some empty lot on Soy 18 behind a building."
Okay.
And I'm like, "Yeah, we were probably surrounded by pit vipers, weren't we?" He's like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah.
Is Jib going to do solo videos and the idea? I mean, solo. I mean, maybe with like craft stuff, but she'll stop focusing more on the Knit by Jib channel once she finishes school, and then everything that we do on Idea Studio will be me and her. She might be the focus of more videos, but like I'll still have to do all the edits and everything because she'll be focusing on the edits for KBJ and actually I think we might rebrand Knit by Jib to Craft by Jib since we'll be.
I like the word knit.
Yeah, sure. We have to think about it because if you start to do more embroidery stuff and other things.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, now that Jib is out of school, Patrick, you'll definitely see her on Idea Studio videos more frequently.
La.
Now that she's not in the classroom all day. Well, I'll say once she finishes her we'll call it her capstone project. I think all the amazing dishes you could make from lizard. I'm betting it tastes like chicken. I don't know. Do they eat? Do they eat the monitor lizards anywhere in Thailand?
No, I don't think so. But gecko, we eat.
Oh, Stuck says usually you only see the juveniles climbing. So is that a juvenile then, or is that a matured lizard?
That's one mature.
For sure.
You remember? I took photo the one that come in the house and climb the bookshelf.
Yeah.
That's a juvenile.
Yeah. You mentioned taking a comment down. I didn't take one down, but my friend I didn't take a comment down. My friend put a comment up and I saw it, I approved it. That's what I think I was mentioning, Hugh. He mentioned something about like Facebook. And I think that's why it blocked it for some reason from Nesta. Everything here tastes like chicken. No, that dried squid doesn't taste like chicken, right?
No.
It's like sweet, isn't it? Vicious soy dogs versus huge monitor lizard. Who wins? How ugly is it? I would say a monitor lizard wins against one soy dog versus one monitor lizard. I say the monitor lizard wins. a pack of soy dogs versus a monitor lizard, the dogs win for sure.
If they're aggressive.
Yeah.
Think about a small one.
Yeah.
Here, like.
So
Nah,
there's actually there's a soy dog that when we first moved in, not a soy dog. He actually lives. He belongs to a family that owns a house. They just don't take care of him. He literally sleeps in the middle of the road at night. Because when I go for late night walks, if I come back, the dog will be laying in the middle of the street sleeping. When we first moved here, that dog would bark at us every time we walk down the soy. Now he just looks at us like, hey. But I feel bad for that dog because the family just doesn't take care of it. Like you can tell he hasn't been groomed or anything. It better be a big pack of dogs. They shatter a dog's leg with their yeah. I think it's a numbers thing, right? Like just like we were talking the other day, I showed Jim a video. Like people always talk about gorilla versus grizzly, and like I always said, there's no way a gorilla beats a grizzly because just sheer size. Grizzly bears are huge. Right, and I think gorillas get killed by cheetahs in the wild, and a cheetah is like a fifth the size of a grizzly. So there's no way it beats one-on-one. It could beat a grizzly, and I think there's no way a dog one-on-one beats a monitor lizard. Now, a pack of dogs, like I said, they could get it, attack it, take it down, but one-on-one, no. And we're watching one of the TikToks that I subscribe to is a reptile zoo in Texas. And they were feeding their monitor lizard the other day. Like she's like one bite taking out a crab, whole fish, chicken wing,
big fish too. Yeah. It's not just like a small mackerel. It's like big fish.
Yeah, great. Yeah, send me a message. We'll discuss. John Paul, got to give you thumbs up for giving Patty Doyle YouTube that helmet on your meetup with him. That's why I knew I needed to sub you. Oh, thanks so much, man. Yeah. That was just a helmet I had hanging around that I'd never used. And it was big enough for my head, but the shape was wrong. So it wasn't comfortable and it didn't sit right. And it's funny because I asked Patty, I was like, what's your helmet size? And he's like, I don't know. I have a normal head.
Your head is not normal.
No. But I brought I brought him this helmet and it fit him. And I made sure it fit him. I checked that it wasn't too loose, and it was a good fix. I saw that he bought a helmet for like 700 baht, and he was going to ride across Thailand, every province, with this 700 baht open face helmet. I was like, Patty, the vast majority of impacts, if you fall on your bike, happen on the front of the face. That's where you have zero protection with your helmet, dude. And he was like, yeah, he's like, you're right. He's like, I don't know, but it will be comfortable if I have a full face helmet. I was like, I think I have a module helmet. It might fit you. Let me see. And because of the shape, because it's more of a coned in shape helmet, and my head is kind of just really wide. I need a bowl shaped helmet with like a very even curve to it. So I usually get the LS2s, and I bought this one because I was like, well, it's a little bit cheaper than the LS2. Let me try it. And then when it didn't fit, so I ordered it online, so I returned it, and they refunded me, and they didn't want it shipped back because I guess it was going to cost too much to ship it back to China. And so I didn't ship it. I just kept it, and I had nothing to do with it. And I was like, well, Patty can use it because I'm not using it. So I'm just happy he has protection while he's driving around out there. Hopefully he doesn't need it, but with any luck, he'll be good. He won't need it. And then I told Patty he can crash here when for a little while when he's in Bangkok while he looks for a good Airbnb because we have the extra room, and then there's an extra desk here he can work at. He'll be all right. How's the unicycle skills? I still can't. I got to get back to practicing on my unicycle. Not so good. Not so good at all. But now with the bicycle, I've got I do like riding the bike. It's quite nice. Definitely not a juvenile. It's a big monitor lizard. He has an Irish head. We all have big heads. I'm Irish. This is the thing. He's not Irish. He's British. He told me he's not Irish at all. He's 100% British. He just has that name, but we joke about him because I always think of the name Patty as Irish, but he's like, no, British. And he was just telling me when he was a kid, his best friend's name was also Patrick. And so like he's like, well, you can't have two Patricks, and so he ended up being Patty. I think in America you would go with Pat. Like but I guess Europeans Patty's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Sounds like girl.
Yeah, I mean in American English, it'd definitely be a girl's name, Patty. Doyle, he's a bit Irish. Is that an Irish name? The funny thing, my mother's side of the family is like mostly Irish. Like we're all kind of like mutts in America, but my mother's side of the family is Irish. Her maiden name was Rourke. And but like I don't like generations ago, like I don't even know when the first Rourke came to in my family lineage came to the US. So it was like maybe 4 or 5 generations back. But yeah, Rourke.
Difficult.
Rourke, you can't say?
No.
I don't know. I always thought of like Irish names as like O something or mix something. And then like, but yeah, I guess Rourke is an Irish name.
Huh.
And it's funny. I have cousins on my mother's side who like have the name Rourke, like her brother's kids. And they all like really identify with their Irish heritage for some reason. And I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Unicycling is a great thing to take up after you get married because it's probably pretty hard to get married. Not true, Frank. Not true. I bought a unicycle. I was trying to learn how to do it, and then when COVID hit, I couldn't get out to the spot that I used to practice at, so I stopped doing it. But I just got to reinflate the tire. It's actually pretty fun. I think once I was at the point where I could kind of go like maybe like 6 feet. And I think I was very close to kind of hitting an inflection point where my balance was good enough to continue moving forward.
You can try practice it at สนามหลวง
It's an long.
ใช่
Yeah.
Like a flat, like a smooth surface, like half of สนามหลวง The one that's like concrete or some metal plate that they put it like now it's like a surfing skate something surfing there's something.
Nice.
They go around in the evening. You can go there.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that.
Or the other place is next to MBK is a national stadium. That's closer. Just wear masks and go there.
Yeah. Or I used to go up to the basketball thing at the top of near the Ministry of Transport.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. That one, maybe Rob should walk around and get snake from there.
Yeah, could, yeah. Oh yeah, maybe I'll suggest him we go there. That was an adult lizard. They literally made her climb up a wall to get away from the kids. You see Thai people generally, if a monitor lizard goes in somewhere, they just sort of shoo it away. So I feel like the people in this video, because they were like screaming, like, ah.
Because it climb up and like stuff falling from the shell and they have to put it back, you know.
See if you mean Penthouse Girls never listed guys who unicycle under a list of turn-ons. Big bearded guys that unicycle with suspenders. I actually have my buddy Eric was giving me a hard time the other day about wearing suspenders. I actually have different pairs of suspenders for when I exercise versus when I go out. Ow. But yeah, if I go out, I have different suspenders. Like these are my casual, like everyday wear suspenders, and I have ones with the clips. So these have buttons, right? So these button onto my pants. And then I have ones with clips to wear with my sport shorts, which Jib does not find attractive at all. No.
Are you from 1940?
Chai crop. Are monitor lizards afraid of?
I think so.
I'd say for the most,
like
they
don't come to attack you.
No,
it's just like if we like clap like very loud, it's like look at you and like they would just go the other way.
Like I said, the one that was under the table that time, it was just hanging out under the table, and when I flipped backwards, it ran off like super fast. It wanted nothing to do with a fat farang falling
I think it's
over.
not. They're not aggressive.
No.
Like not gonna like come to bite you
Yeah.
if you don't touch them.
Actually, one time though, and I think I told you about this in Ranks It at TU Ranks It, I saw a monitor lizard, a big one like this one from the video, carrying a dog by the neck into the klong at Ranks It. So it definitely clapped the dog for sure.
So they pick smaller
Yeah.
animals to eat.
Guys who unicycle and knit. Super turn on, right? All the women love
Dana
unicycling.
can't knit.
I can crochet.
Yes, you cannot use like a two hands.
I can't get the double motion down.
Grab that one there, that next to my table with the purple.
Yeah, Jib's got this one that she's working on now.
So
that's nice yarn.
this is for
is that a blend?
Chai,
This is for Stang?
Yeah.
Stang is our niece.
Polyamide with
This is baby yarn.
I think this one is something from plant, so it's soft.
Yeah. Stang is our little niece. How old is she now? 4 months?
She was born in July 1st last year.
Oh, she's almost a year old.
Yes. Not like far away from 4 months.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
So this is knit with two.
Yeah, I cannot do the two.
He cannot.
I can do crochet like single hook. Okay, I'm getting turned on by the unicycle, but if you want to seal the deal, I'm gonna need you to juggle those bullets. So Frank, I gotta go back to cereal pickler next week. I'm going in for the bread and butter pickles. And I'm gonna get the daikon and carrot too when I'm there. Like Jib didn't like she didn't try the shallots. Those shallots were amazing though. The honey pickled shallots. So guys, there's a pickle place up on Soy 95. Absolutely amazing. If you're in Bangkok, you want pickles. Like I already ate all of my pickled jalapenos.
Yeah, I saw the jar.
Yeah, I ate all of my extra spicy that weren't spicy pickles. Yeah, I mean they're so good and they're not that expensive. Compared to like you can't to order from Villa for like a different pickle company. They're at Villa now, but like I ordered other pickles from Villa that weren't as good. It's like 3 times the price. Yeah.
Okay, then you just ride bicycle and go
so I can ride my bicycle there and put it in my basket. I have a basket on the front of my bike. I'm also working on a video. I started writing the script last night for a video about the bicycle because the style of bike is different. And I thought it'd be interesting from a design perspective. Stuck says Steve Urban Asian water monitors. Not really, but in the wild, they're hard to get close to. Yeah, so they definitely said they're not aggressive, but they are. I think they are afraid of humans to the extent where, they'll run away, but they'll definitely come up to us, as in they won't be. They're not super shy. They're used to seeing us. Had an MD tell me suspenders were better than a belt for digestion. Don't know if he was a quack. I find it's just more comfortable for me, Hugh. I don't know if it's better for digestion or not, but definitely more comfortable to wear suspenders than wear a belt. So, and because with my shorts, right, I do the fishtail back as well. So I've got the 2 points in the back for the suspenders to hook onto. And I can leave the waist a little bit looser, and I wear my pants high, so I wear high-waisted. So I actually wear them like up around my navel. And so the suspenders just kind of keep it perfect and very comfortable all day. You were wrong not to get them when we were there. It's obvious to everyone. Yeah, I was wrong to get them. I tried them too. I tried the sample. I was like, but I already had 4 jars, right? I mean, it's like I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm going to buy all the pickles today. But then, like I said, those are probably the best ones. You're right. I was wrong. It was obvious to everyone there. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to double down on the pickles because they're that good. Jib, though, you got to try the shallots. There's a couple left.
Meow.
It's so good.
Meow. I don't eat shallot that way.
Yeah, but it tastes. Think of it as shallot farang. Being in Florida, used to aquatic monsters here in Cali. Nothing frightening except sharks in the water, right? and killer whales occasionally out in I guess that's Northern Cali. Quinn Button, does a different time zone affect your ability to do international business? Good question, Quinn. I'm up a lot late. So like right now I'm working on a project with a US partner, and they're on the East Coast. They're in Florida actually. And so they're on East Coast time, and we're working with a Thai company and a Korean company on something. So I am like communicating back and forth late, and then I have clients right now for my garment design in Texas and in Colorado, so I'm talking to them late at night as well, just messaging. But I mean, once you get establishing the relationship with the client is difficult because of the time difference. You just have to be up late, right? Because they're your clients. You have to adjust to their time. But once you establish that relationship, a lot happens by email or by WhatsApp or by, Telegram. So working back and forth with that regard is kind of easy once you get established. But yeah, like the project I'm working on now, where there's a Korean company involved, a Thai company, me, and the partner in the US. That's challenging. Or I was producing a podcast for two guys on the East Coast before, and I would wake up at 5 a.m. to do a 6 a.m. recording with those guys, and that was rough because they both senior level at the company, and so they needed to record at a certain time. And I needed to be up early to be able to accommodate them and get the studio and the virtual studio all set up. So, yeah, there's challenges to it, but at the same time, that's part of the fun. That's part of having a business is that you commit to working with the clients however you need to. And by the same token, when I have a lot of US-based clients, my days are completely free to work on design, to work on actually making things and prototyping and doing the stuff that I really enjoy about the business. So, it's give and take. I mean, nothing's a perfect system, but it's pretty damn good. I mean, don't you think, Ben? I mean, other than the fact that Jib gets on me about my sleep or lack thereof sometimes. I really like monitors, especially Savannah monitors. They're very smart. Smart. The rattlesnakes here in California are definitely frightening. You guys have mountain lions too in Cali. Don't people get like attacked by mountain lions in LA all the time? You definitely have an Irish look, so you can tell us about your first trip to Thailand. We always recall our first time there, the first time we found paradise. Yeah. My first time in Thailand, I think accidentally crossed the border from Cambodia in 2006 when I was backpacking. So we won't count that. And that's the time I spent the night in a Cambodian jail. not so fun. My first official trip, I remember my first official trip, and there was actually the protests were going on. I think it was 2008, 2010 maybe. And there were protests going on in Bangkok. And I remember taking the van to the hotel that I stayed at, or the resort I stayed at, and in Bangkok, and going through the city at one point. We're on the elevated expressway, and I could see what I thought at the time were fireworks off in the distance, like small fireworks, like bottle rockets. What I think now were more likely tracer rounds getting fired. Because I didn't know about the protests really or what was going on at the time. And it was the time that they took over the airport.
Oh, that one. Okay.
So I was here right before, I left right before that. So I think they took over Dam Myung.
ไม่สุวรรณภูมิ
So they took over Suvarnabhumi. And so, like I said, I left before that happened, but it was that set of protests.
Okay. Oh, that's long ago.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I think what I saw was tracer fire, but I remember the first thing I remember about being in Thailand was going out for street food, and like literally 5 feet outside the front of my hotel was like just amazing street food, and getting samtam, and I think I wasn't vegan at the time, but I was vegetarian. I getting like a Thai omelet and like sitting down eating that on rice and just.
Do you miss Thai omelet?
It was good, but I mean I don't miss eggs. Like cheese I miss because cheese is addictive. But yeah, I mean, just like, my first trip was Bangkok. To me, Bangkok is the city that has a grip on me, right? It's like the first time you visit New York City, right? There's some people hate it, some people love it. And I think Bangkok's the same way. Like some people see it for all the amazing things it has, and some people see it for the shit that other people come here for, right? Like the cowboy and the patpong and all that. Some people see that, and then some people actually, have a love for the city. They see beyond that. They see the art, the culture, the food, the history. And I think that's what I saw the first time I came to Bangkok was all of that. And you're drawn, for me, that drew me to it. And there's something about a city that has this sort of deep history, and that history is just juxtaposed with a modern culture. So you have the palace is a great example. And I was at the other day, I was at Tapajan, which is not far from
Tha Prajan.
Taprajan.
Tha Prajan.
Taprajan. Taprajan.
Tha.
Oh, Taprajan.
Tha is like a pier.
Okay. So I was at that campus, and it's a very old campus, right? There's these old buildings all built up, and the way it's structured is really nice. I'm right on the river, and you look across the river, and I've got the TU Dome building behind me, which is a really famous building in Thailand in general. But if you're familiar with Thammasat, it has special meaning for a lot of TU people. And you'll see that in the video that drops tonight. And then I also put up some photos of the modern dome that they built in Rangsit to honor that building. But there, you look across the river, and there's a hospital. There's this real modern architecture in the hospital. And this river that runs through the city, you realize, is the lifeblood of Bangkok. It is the reason this city exists and became the capital of Siam, the reason that Krungthep is what it is today. And you're sitting between this building that has all this historic context. In Thammasat, that campus in general has context in Bangkok through multiple generations and multiple times. And you look across and you see this modern hospital, and the lifeblood of not just Bangkok, but essentially the Siam Empire is right there in between you and it. And it's this amazing feeling. And then I had walked there from the palace, right? The Grand Palace and Wat Po, which are this beautiful architecture in the middle of the city. And there's so much about it that is wonderful. And there's so much about it that is complex on all these different layers. And that's what I saw the first time, and I'm still peeling those layers back. And living here is a journey, in that you're constantly learning something new, and you're constantly discovering different aspects of the city that are beautiful and amazing. And if you can get past all the tourist shit and all the sexpat stuff, because that is a real part of Bangkok as well. And I think Jib and I look at that as, it's kind of funny, but it's also it's annoying in the sense that it exists like right in the middle of areas that we enjoy, right? Like we enjoy a lot of stuff in Asok, but Asok as a neighborhood for us sucks because like you're right in the middle of, you've got Cowboy right there, and then if you want to walk from Asok to Nana, it's just a complete shit show on the street. With like, so you walk past the Robinson and the McDonald's, and you know what's going to be there. And the closer you get to Nana, there's all crazy shit on the sidewalk. And we go to the post office on Soy 23, and there's massage girls like reaching out and touching me, despite the fact that we're holding hands and walking. And
no one see me when I walk next to you.
So I mean, if you get past that, and you can, some people never get past that. They get stuck in that, and that's what they want to be. And that's a shame because they miss so much of the beauty of the city. Like all the green spaces we have here, all of the great parks. I mean, there's so much that makes this beautiful.
So we have lots of museums. If you
Museums,
search for it,
parks. I mean,
but like
great
you know, it
coffee.
depend on the tours. Like
Yeah.
if what type of thing that I want to see.
I mean, Bangkok's a lot of things to a lot of people, right? My experience is completely unique from everyone else, but for me personally,
Because you have me.
yeah, Jib, there's a big part of it. I have Jib is a big part of my experience in Bangkok, but another part of it is the communities that you get involved with, just like anywhere. And I think that's a big part. The people the communities you're involved with make it what it is, and so the people I know here as well make it just a great place, and the friends you make over time, make it wonderful. So I could write a 1,000 love letters to Bangkok. And actually, the video I'll be making, the 50-kilometer walk through the city that I'll probably film towards the end of May, will be essentially a love letter to Bangkok.
Are you sure you want to walk in May?
I got my buddy Drew, who owns Fusion Media or Fusion Productions, I think, I don't know if it's media or production, but he's going to be helping support the filming of that with me to help me out. And I'm going to get some other YouTubers involved as well during the filming. But I think we're going to edit it up to like a 70-minute movie. So like by the time it's finished, it'll be like somewhere between 60 and 80 minutes, 60 and 90 minutes. And we'll do it as a premiere on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, it's essentially the thing about it's 50 kilometers of content about Bangkok. And I thought it would be really cool to just have put it as one kind of little documentary, but cut it in like a YouTube style. And we've already started filming some of the B-roll and putting it together. I'm writing the script. So I think that'll be a real fun project to edit and to do. But I think people who love Bangkok, who love the different aspects and layers of the city will really enjoy it. Enough about my love of Bangkok. Sorry. I only do suspenders when I dress up. The suspenders and bow tie look is my go-to dress up look lately. My wife loves the bow tie. Not a fan of suspenders. I like a bow tie too. I can tie a bow tie. I used to exclusively wear bow ties for years. Now, not so much. But if I had to I'd wear a bow tie before I wear a tie. I think it's fun. And a lot of people will say, a lot of people in the sartorial world will say bow tie is only for black tie, that it's not a casual thing. But I disagree. I think you can pull a bow tie anytime with a casual or semi-casual look. And I think it's just fun. And
Where do you put bow tie around? You don't have neck.
So when my beard was longer, it would hide the bow tie.
And why you have to wear a bow tie when you don't?
Well, I mean, instead of wearing a
no
long
one can
piece
say
of fabric as a tie, I think it's much more fun to wear a bow tie. I think you should always scoff in the face of sartorial rules. Travis says the time zone gets really hard when they're working on a different day than you are. Yeah. So that's the one thing to keep in mind. Luckily, Google Calendar pretty much fixes all of that, Travis. So as long as I'm sending invites from my Google Calendar, I send on my time zone, it will adjust for everyone else's. Yeah, they're mountain lions. I think sometimes they attack people on trails, or dogs at least.
Oh.
Well, I love Bangkok. First came in 2008, and I found the Wild West of Phnom Penh. But Thai, I think you continue there. Thai people are always the best for me. Yeah. Phnom Penh is the Wild West, for sure. I was in Phnom Penh my first time in 2006. And I think first time in Thailand was also 2008. Token says, I love New York's energy, but nothing on BKK. Yeah, that really doesn't. That being said, I have not explored New York to the degree I have Bangkok. Yeah, nor have I. I've been to New York a couple dozen times. I love the city. It's great. A lot of amazing things about it. I've been to New York in the winter, though, and I don't love that at all. And I would say I've never been to an American city that is as easy to get around on public transportation as Bangkok. The one thing I wish Bangkok had is that it was more bikeable. That's the one thing that I really wish.
which they will build like a
bike path.
like escalate one like under
Yeah,
BTS
that'd be great.
kind of because I'm so scared if I have to ride on the
road.
same like same lane as the bus, as like car, truck. No,
I used to be a
want.
bike messenger in Boston, and even like the other day, I bought my bike and I rode it home, and it was definitely some sketchy moments.
How can you go through between cars with this size?
Yeah, with this size. Same on a motorcycle. what is this?
Nói nà.
Nah, what's that?
It's a sugar apple, I think.
Sugar apple?
Let me, because it's Thai word, Thai name, and why would I have to know English name for
Cougars
it?
for obvious cougars or panthers. A lot of cougars in Florida.
Sugar apple.
Term cougar has changed definitions lately. Mountain lion's probably better. I think there's both types of cougars in Florida, Hugh.
Sugar apple.
Do you have a photo?
It's green outside.
It's like
a grenade. It's like grenade.
Yeah,
that one.
Before. That is sweet. Bow ties are for giving junior high science lessons too. Yeah, absolutely. The fat gent.
So Thai will joke about a grenade. Sometimes we call it nói nà.
Oh, yeah, this is really good, but it comes out in like little sections, right?
ใช่ Yeah. So you pull the skin like one by one.
Yeah, it's really good. I like this one.
But the seed is
messy to eat though, right?
It's
Sticky.
difficult.
Yeah,
because of the sugar.
Yeah.
But like you have to beware of the seed because it's stuck in the day.
Yeah. The fat gent says the video sounds fantastic. I can't wait to see it. There's so much to love about Bangkok. Good luck with it. Thank you. Yeah, we planned the route. Let's see if I can pull the route up. Here it is. Oh, sorry, we couldn't calculate walking distance. Oh no, that's not it. Do I have it somewhere? I must have lost. I've got a photo of the route somewhere. I've got a. This one crashed. Where is it? Can I find desktop? Oh, here it is. Pull it over here, guys. So let me share this. This is the route I'll be walking on for the 50-kilometer. Video. So I'll be starting at Dam Myung up here, guys.
Don Muang.
Dam Myung.
Don Muang.
Dam Myung.
Not Myang. Don Muang. Muang.
So I'll be starting up here by Dam Muang, and I'll walk right down Wipavati to this is Pachani Wet Nung, Watsamian Nari, and we'll have some footage here at Watsamian. And then up here, so I used to live, Jib and I lived in this neighborhood in Pachani Wet, which is a gorgeous, probably my favorite neighborhood to live in. It's just super inconvenient to get anywhere in the city. Because even the new train they built goes to Mochit too, not Mochit.
Thai, but it's a big hub.
Yeah, it's a big hub. So I'll walk up here. This is actually water retention for the city. So yeah, so we'll do some video here, talk about the water retention in the city. This is where our drinking water comes from. And then I'll walk here, and actually what I'll do is I'll cut down to Chatuchat. I'll walk through Chatuchat because it's a great park, obviously. And then back through here, up the tracks. Then in here is the Rama 5 equestrian station, equestrian park, Rama 5 equestrian park. And there's a palace right next to it. It's a Rama 5 equestrian park. It's a statue of him on a horse. And so we'll film that, and then we'll cut back through. There's another little park here, and then to Victory Monument, and then there's another park at Victory Monument, like a little long skinny park. We'll film there, and then walk down to Lumpini. So cut through this area, back into Lumpini, film at Lumpini Park and a few places in between. The Green Mile to Banjakiti, and then up to Pala, and stop for dinner at Pala. And then best pizza in Bangkok, if you don't know. If you haven't heard me say this 1,000 times,
อ๋อจ้า
where have you been?
จ้า
And then I'll walk down this section of Sukhumvit, and there'll be a couple stops along the way here on Sukhumvit, the Klong on Unnut with the footpath, and then home to Bangkok. And that will be 50 kilometers through Bangkok, a bunch of different stops we'll stop at, you know, and the plan is really to show the texture of the city, the layers of the city, and in what the city is to so many people. Yeah, here you can see Nantaburi up here outside. So I'll be skirting Nantaburi when I'm here in Prachani Wet. So Nantaburi is not that far. This is like the mall Namwan.
งามวงวาน
Namwan.
งามวงวาน
Namwan. And that's like right on the Nantaburi line. But yeah, so the idea is to just show the texture and the layers of Bangkok, things that people normally wouldn't see. And then tie that in with spots that people know. People know Chat to Chat. People know Lumpini. They know Victory. Most people know Victory Monument. And then not so many people know Benjakiti, even people who live in the city. People who live in the city don't know the Green Mile. So it'll be interesting to show that. Everyone should know Pala. So, you know, but we'll stop there for food. And then we'll cut across. And like I said, right down Sukhumvit. And there's a lot of great places to talk about just on Sukhumvit that are small business or unique, and like different parks and markets over there. And then back to Bangkok, my home base. And I think most everyone knows I love Bangkok. It's a great neighborhood, and I like to highlight it. We actually ran into a girl on the train the other day who recognized me. It was I always find that awkward now when people recognize me. And
It's not difficult to recognize you.
but it's weird. Do you remember the time we were out with Jam and someone recognized us from your channel?
Huh?
At Siam. We were coming out of the movie.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
like it's always nice, right? Don't get me wrong, but it's
Nice.
I feel awkward.
But surprise, like
Yeah.
people remember us, like
Yeah.
from our video, kind of.
So like I'm always flattered when that happens, but it's also like a little weird. Like I feel a little awkward. And so this girl just started talking to me on the train about, oh, you live in Bangkok still? I saw your videos.
Instead of type to you,
Yeah.
to just talk to you.
Yeah, it catches you off guard. I mean, it's interesting. I don't mind it. Like I by no means hate on it, but it's always a little awkward for me. I feel like a little socially awkward with it.
I don't know, because most of the time you communicate to others
Yeah,
behind the screen.
yeah. But I mean, it's cool, and I always appreciate it. So Toki, you started going here pre-BTS days. Wow.
Huh?
He started coming to Bangkok before the BTS.
Oh,
So like when you were in graduate school. Actually, when you were in undergrad, there was no BTS, right?
I think they opened when I maybe in a bachelor degree, I guess. But it's like it's not anywhere near my house, so I never take it. I
So,
think.
He says moto taxi still is preferred mode for transport efficiency. You know, it's definitely last mile, really a great, efficient, fast way to get around.
But overcharge.
Yeah. So, the other day I'm at the Palace for dropping Jib off at school, filming for her last day of school, and I was gonna go to Khao San Road. I didn't even make it to Khao San Road that day to film. I still have to go back, and I asked I was gonna take the scooter to Khao San Road. I'm like, hey, go to Khao San. He's like, oh yeah, 200 baht. It's like, what? No, it's not gonna be 200 baht to take me like 2 kilometers to Khao San Road. I don't think so. And so he's like, how much you want to pay? I was like, 20 baht. Eat it. He's like, no, you walk. I was like, fine.
So this is what I don't like about here, because like if you Thai, you get one price. If you foreigner, you tourist, they will overcharge you, which is I don't like the way people do like that.
Here's the thing too. I mean, obviously that was an official taxi, official motor taxi. They had their prices listed.
Yeah.
And they still tried to tell me 200 baht.
If you can read Thai or speak Thai, that will be different thing.
If I could read Thai, I could have literally.
No, even at the in front of Jatujak Park, like even you Thai, you still get overcharged because of like, oh, it's so traffic. It's like if you want to go, you pay.
If you really want to piss those people off, you say, oh, okay, I use Grab.
Yeah.
But I took one back to the palace from Tapajan, 20 baht. And literally at the Tapajan, they have the prices in English and Thai.
That's one good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And the guy had no problem. He's like, where you go? So I showed him the gate because you sent me the gate name.
Yes, the gate
He's
name.
like, oh, I know this gate. Yeah, no problem. And boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to travel around Bangkok, maybe if like you can capture a Google map and circle it in Thai name, it's better. It's easier for
scooter driver.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, 200 baht is like tuk-tuk prices.
No, even tuk-tuk should not be that price.
No, for white people, tuk-tuk prices. In that area, tuk-tuks in the palace area are expensive because they know they can get the money.
And they're aggressive to get passenger.
Actually, the other day I was walking at the soy with all the houses. So like if I took a left at Museum Siam, and so the tuk-tuk driver's like, oh sir, I'm so hungry. Please take my tuk-tuk. I need money for food. I'm like, no, dude, I'm walking. Come on.
Like they don't care. They don't take like Thai passenger because we know the price and we know the distance. And by the distance, it should not be this price, right? So they know that we know. So they don't care about Thai. And now no tourists. So they try to like, oh, you want to go to school because I wear uniform. It's like, you want to go to school? And when you say, okay, 20, like, okay.
Did I say that? Yeah, yes. I prefer to say plant-based. or Stuck says I'm a bad hunter. Yeah. I don't eat animal products at all. World's largest vegan. What sort of footpath the Damyang cheat with the new walkway of the rail track? So I'll be walking from Emazaki and I'll be walking on the surface roads, which are on to the far side of Wipavadi. So there is a footpath most of the way. There'll be some way that I have to traverse on the soy, but that soy is not really traveled too much.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
When you cross the road.
Note to self, replay 147 mark to hear Jib correct Data's pronunciation. You should edit up a compilation video. I should. Just Jib correcting me and correcting my Thai. I could do like a 2-hour compilation of that. You guys would probably watch it. In northern Thailand, I hired a motorbike driver for 600 baht a day plus fuel and a bottle of Lao Khao. And a bottle of Lao Khao.
I hope that's for later, like after.
The Lao Khao probably could have been the fuel and the beverage. You remember the Lao Khao that we had in the Hill Tribe?
Yes.
And I started to lose my vision, so we had to stop drinking.
No, I think this because it's dark and no electric. It's not because of you drink it.
We drank a lot of it, though.
No, just like small cup.
I had a couple of those. You had one.
Sip. No.
But yeah, the 600 baht a day is not bad for someone to drive you around for the whole day. And then a bottle of Lao Khao, hopefully at the end of the day, not the beginning.
Not during.
Yeah, not during. So something with chicken broth is a no-go, right? Yeah, no-go for me. Chicken broth. So here's the thing, like I try to be really flexible with, like, if I don't ask, it's like a don't ask, don't tell policy. Like with broth, like if it happened to be in something, I wouldn't freak out. The only thing I'm really serious about is dairy product because I have a violent intolerance to dairy, as Jib knows, and is not good if I eat any dairy. But like I had an argument the other day on a vegan. I didn't have an argument. I ended up leaving the vegan forum on Facebook because of this. So someone had posted about people were ranting about the BK Veggie Whopper. And I posted like, hey, look, I've tried it. it's actually really good. And if you just order it with no mayo, 100% vegan. They call it the plant-based Whopper here. I was like, it's 100% vegan if you get no mayo. And the sesame seed bun that they serve it on is the only bun without milk powder in it that Burger King has, according to their ingredients list. And so I said that, and then people just started to attack me on this vegan forum. They're like, it's like Vegans of Bangkok or something like that. And they're like, oh, you're an asshole. Like this restaurant serves meat. How could you even consider eating there? You're not a real vegan. I'm like, one, I'm not into this gatekeeper bullshit, so I want nothing to do with that. And two, if it's plant-based and it meets my criteria, I'm gonna eat there. And like Jib's not, right? Jib eats whatever. So for us, the best restaurants are places that we can go to, and she can, if she wants meat, she has that option. Because Jib doesn't always eat meat, but if she has the option, she wants it, that's great. And I don't ever eat meat, so for me to have multiple options of food other than a salad is fantastic. And I think that's, the people who are like, you should only eat at vegan restaurants, what these people are saying, like you shouldn't eat places that cook meat because they're still serving death, or they're still killing animals.
Sounds religion.
It does. It sounds like borderline extreme religion, and I hate that about the vegan community, if you will. It's that there are a lot of people like that. And look, there's probably only one actual vegan restaurant that we both will eat at consistently, which is May Veggie Home.
Yeah, May Veggie.
Because the food is really good. And that should be the standard for any restaurant you eat at in Bangkok or anywhere. The food should be really good. And look, if I go to eat Samtam, right, I say, Samtam J, I get, sometimes my Saigoon, right? And if they happen to put a little fish sauce in there, I'm not going to freak out.
Always.
But I'm not going to freak out. Right? It doesn't bother me. Now, if it was a little bit of milk or something, yeah. Like I get coffee and there's milk in it, it's a no-go for me. But, like I said, for me, the vegans out there who are freaking out about Burger King sells burgers, it's a burger restaurant. Why is there a whole thread dedicated to this plant-based Whopper? And like you act like you can't ask for it without mayo, right? Don't get mayo. Why are you freaking out about this? And so I was getting literally people were like private messaging me like hate messages, and I was just like, I'm done with that. I can't be part of this.
That's weird.
Like our favorite Chinese place serves both meat and non-meat.
They have two menus.
Both menus sufficiently MSG. I would say that. This is like the most MSG you will ever eat.
But it's good.
But the food is so good.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is like we can both go there and eat and have no problem. And if Jib wants to get shrimp or she wants to get pork, easy. Like the same with David's restaurant, Mama Steak Cafe in La Prau. Jib can get the Australian beef ribeye, and I can get a vegan pizza. I can get pesto.
Yeah.
I can get whatever I want.
Pesto, no bacon, no cheese. Thing.
And it's
easy.
Still delicious, right? The thing is, right? It needs to be good. The food's good, and we can both enjoy it. Mm-hmm. When we lived in Pachani Wet, Kawan was one of our favorite restaurants. We could go there, and they had a whole J menu. It's like 6 items. And 6 items is more than enough for me to be happy.
Yeah.
Because all 6 items are good.
Khao soy J.
Yeah.
Khao soy.
Khao soy J is phenomenal.
Khao soy.
Khao soy.
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 Raising?
No.
Lowering?
No.
Flat? Khao soy.
Chai.
Okay. Note it 203. There's another one. But yeah, there's there's so much negativity around. Like, I like to eat at places that I can go to with Jib and she can happily eat something. The other vegan restaurant we'll go to is Nourished, Tammy's place.
Oh yeah, Tammy.
Right?
Good.
Nourished Cafe, all the food there is good.
Yeah, good.
And for vegan, not like even for a non-vegan, you'll enjoy her food because she just makes good food. Right? So her and May Veggie are the two. I've not been to Bistro yet. A lot of people talk about Bistro.
No.
But we haven't gone yet. We can't do takeaway from there. And
I think we don't really
go out. Yeah.
We just like to sit at home
Especially
and work.
right now, right? Like, but Pala is another perfect example. Pala has vegan pizza. They also have marinara pizza, which is like similar to the pizza slices. But here's the thing, guys. It's like, you know, Jib can go in there. She can get the chicken dish that they have on special, or lobster
Fish.
lobster
Oh,
pasta.
lobster.
You know, or she can get the
Yeah.
remember you got the Wagyu burger.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'd much rather go to a place that has options for Jib, and then
Option for
option for
you.
me. Yeah, it's
I
just
think
so much better.
it's better, like flexible for like, you know. So my friends,
Yeah.
like some of them cannot eat shrimp. Some
Yeah.
of them cannot eat like a green vegetable because allergy. Some like
Who has an allergy to green
not
vegetables?
allergy, but like she has like rash after, like if she ate too much of that, and like some type of beans, like if you can find a restaurant that you and your friends can enjoy, that's a good thing.
Vegan politics, serious business. Yeah, no doubt, right? They take that shit crazy. I try to be a pescatarian 1 week out of the month to clean my system. Then I usually follow it up with a big steak. Minority nomad in here telling me no one cares, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. No one cares about your shit edibles either, buddy. 5 milligrams my ass. Actually, as strong as they were, probably definitely not shit edibles. Shit measurements, 5 milligrams my ass.
Maybe no M is a 5 gram.
Yeah. Is steak vegan? If it is, I could do it. Well, the cows are vegan.
Yeah, cows vegan because they eat only grass.
Oh, grass and corn. In America, they eat corn. Yeah.
So meat should be vegan, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they are vegan. I don't know.
I don't know.
I was thinking about taking some mole sauce something on a trip because certain Mexican food is something I really miss. There's a few. My buddy's place does a good mole sauce, and good mole. What's taco quemada, tortilla quemada.
I'm not good at Mexican food. I don't know.
But yeah, they have a mole sauce that a lot of people say is pretty good. Good morning. Cows are vegan, so close enough. Yeah, close enough. Here's the thing, right? If it's beef, right, just make sure it's good quality beef. Chicken sauce is made with chicken broth. Yeah, let's say if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have asked. Let's not make fun of chloroform challenged. It's stuck. But did you die? Almost, Eric. Almost. Definitely almost. I almost died. I'm confident. Actually, Eric, before you came on, I don't know if you're listening, but I'm doing this whole 50-kilometer thing through Bangkok. I want to talk to you because I want you to we're gonna meet up at one spot and talk food, since you're a food guy. A food guy.
Oh, Eric, durian season is coming.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Imazaki probably would be freaking out about durian season when it comes to you gotta try it, you gotta do it. I love my veggies. I had a salad for lunch and shrimp for dinner. Nice. Well, Florida has good shrimp though. I mean, they probably.
Is it baked shrimp?
They do all different types of shrimp, but they get because they're where they are, they have good shrimp fresh shrimp.
Did you ever try a Thai seafood sauce?
Oh, the green.
Yeah, green chili. Yeah. That's one good with the seafood and especially shrimp.
I remember being in Rayong once and saw they have the seafood buffet, right? It'd be like anything you want, just bring it out,
just like
1,000 baht.
Just like a steamed seafood with that sauce, I can eat all day.
Oh, they grilled it where I was.
Grill is okay too.
But then that sauce, they bring it out in the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
Even I've had that sauce on other things. It is really good.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the perfect balance between sweet, spicy, bitter, sour.
Yes.
Yeah.
อร่อยมาก
Ask Dana where his 50K walk began. Don't do it. Again, Jim's gonna freak out. Have Jim corrected me. The green salsa in Thailand.
Say the name again.
Dan Myung.
Oh, close enough.
Oh, close enough. I got close enough. Close enough. Yeah, the green salsa in Thailand is good. Grilled squid. I think
Yeah.
squid and
Grilled squid,
shrimp, the grilled shrimp,
kind of a quick boil fish.
calamari. They call it calamari here.
อะไรอะ
The
Wait,
the
squid,
squid rings.
No, we call ปลาหมึกอะปลาหมึก is ปลาหมึกอะ
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, same thing. Fermented durian sauce. Amazakian.
No.
Fermented durian.
No, we don't have it.
What's the paste you eat? That's not.
What paste?
It's not fermented, right? The durian paste.
No, it's a snack,
Mm.
like a banana paste that
Yeah.
make a candy. But durian, you don't make candy. You just like make it paste.
Like a spread.
It's not spread. You just eat it. Like the one that put in the mooncake. That
Yeah.
type we call durian guan. So it's a
Yeah.
paste, kind of thick and preserved. So you can eat it after the durian season because durian season you eat fresh one.
Yeah. That's true.
And we have the one that is served with the sticky rice.
It's good on fish also, he said.
Chai.
Yeah. I think that sauce is good on anything.
Anything.
Right? Not just
Anything.
seafood. I mean,
It's like I think if you eat yum, like a spicy salad,
yeah.
you can use it too.
Mm.
You don't have to mix the sauce yourself. You just like buy that one, and you might add lime or fish sauce more if you like, or the fresh garlic.
What's in that seafood sauce? It's fish sauce for sure.
Yes.
Soy
Lime.
sauce.
Who talk about soy sauce here?
I think it looks darker
Salt.
than fish sauce.
No, it's
Just
green.
The green chili.
Green chili with
then
lime,
lime.
garlic.
Oh, garlic. Yeah, fresh garlic.
Yes.
Tamarind? No.
No. Lime.
So just the lime for the sour.
And maybe like a salt.
Yeah.
Salt. That's it.
You saying it would be perfect. So imagine fish taco with that sauce.
Why we need fish taco? We just fish.
No, but
Eat
you
fish.
get like the lettuce, and then you can put the fish on top, have the tortilla to hold it all in place, and then that sauce.
No, then we eat เมี่ยง ไง
A Thai style taco. Chef looking at a bowl of durian sauce. Well, I'll ferment it. Can't be any worse. That's true. That's true.
No.
Fermented durian. I've never heard of fermented durian.
Let me think.
Maybe it's an Indonesian thing.
Is there any food? We don't use it for food. We make it sweet, like sweet dish, and eat it fresh. So ข้าวเหนียวทุเรียน instead of ข้าวเหนียวมะม่วง
จริงเหรอ
ข้าวเหนียวทุเรียน is a sauce ไง
Oh.
Remember, it's like
Oh yeah.
it looks like กล้วยบวชชี but it's
Chai.
not. It's durian flesh that kind of like
Yeah,
too ripe to eat it raw.
Yeah.
Like eat it fresh, not raw. We don't eat raw durian, you know.
Actually, so have you ever had? I've had durian chips, and
chip.
thought this was interesting because it doesn't taste like durian; it just tastes like chips.
Because it's like starch.
Yeah.
More of it. Because it's like sometime when the storm come, the durian fruit like fall from the tree, and it's like it's not gonna ripe because it's too young.
They shave it paper thin and fry it.
Yeah, so they take it like because it's starch, like potato is starch, right? So just slice it and fry and like sprinkle like salt.
So I remember the first time I had that I was at Bangkok at the university. And this Thai guy goes, he's like, oh, you shouldn't. He's like, if you eat these chips and you drink beer, if you drink beer, you'll die. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. If you drink beer with durian, like you'll die. No, but so he's trying to tell me I'm gonna die, and so I'm like, no, not true. He's like, no, absolutely true. I'm like, okay, let's see. So I order a beer. We're at a restaurant. And I order a beer, and he's like, no, you can't. So I drink like 3 beers with all these durian. I'm good, thanks, man. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. And he's like, no, you have to. He's like, you're gonna die. You should go to the
like
hospital.
Potato chip.
Yeah, so it's just like durian chip. Yeah. All right, Mai?
No durian flavor.
You know, it doesn't taste like durian at all. But if you eat enough of it, you'll get like a whiff of durian on your breath after.
Thin.
Yeah, paper thin. super crunchy. It might be cooked in butter though. Sometimes the durian chips are cooked in butter.
No.
Yeah. So with that being said, though, as it's almost 11:15, I think we're gonna wrap up. We're about 2 hours in, just over 2 hours in. So Jib's got like 20 days of work, and then you'll start seeing her in more videos that we produce here on the channel. And then
That's my goal,
Knit
but
by Jib.
I think they're gonna postpone the graduation day.
But I think you're gonna finish early no matter what.
I will try.
Yeah.
Then I'm free to do other projects.
Yeah, indeed. All right, guys. Well, thank you for rocking with us today. Much appreciated. Until next time, keep taking action. Make your ideas reality.